Minister of Science and Technology.
And you refused.
I refused. And I've invented an engine for them.
Do you think we will have flying cars soon?
It's possible, yeah. कि ना बंद करना आसान है, ना चलाना आसान है.
Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of the Digital Pakistan podcast. My name is Asma Ijaz Khan, your host for the series, and आज हम आपके लिए लेके आए हैं एक काफ़ी special episode. A few days ago on 14th August, the President House released a list of individuals who were awarded the National Civilian Award. The list was actually quite special, but out of all those profiles, one stood out the most to us, and we're very lucky that she agreed to come onto this podcast, sit with us, and talk to us about her journey. So fasten your seatbelt and join us on this flight because our podcast has left the land of the ordinary and reached the land of the extraordinary as we are joined together by Dr. Sara Qureshi, who is the co-founder and CEO of Aero Engine Craft, and she's here with us to talk about her journey. Hello and welcome to the podcast, Dr. Sara.
जी, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you so much for taking out the time. Pehle to congratulations on the award.
बहुत शुक्रिया.
How does it feel, and is this something कि आपका plan था शुरू से कि maybe one day I'll get this, or did this come as a surprise?
No, it was a big surprise. I never really thought about it. And in terms of what it feels, well, it's great to be honored by your country and to be recognized by your country for your efforts. But I would say for some people, it's validation. Um, Personally, it's not validation for me because I know what I'm doing, but um, कुछ areas में आपको ये validation मिलती है which helps your work. But the best thing that I see out of this is that I think पहली दफ़ा गवर्नमेंट की जो लिस्ट आई है उसमें एरोस्पेस इंजीनियरिंग का नाम है.
Yes.
तो मुझे इस बात की खुशी है कि अब लोग जब उसको देखते हैं या पढ़ते हैं सो दे ऑल्सो रियलाइज कि ये भी एक दुनिया है, ये भी एक काम है करने वाला, and they look it up and they know more about this very crucial industry of aerospace and aviation because हमारे मुल्क में तो it's supposed to be quite notorious given the situation of airlines, and we also think that it's only restricted to airlines or to defense operations.
Yeah.
Whereas it has a much bigger spectrum
Yes, that's true.
and a very crucial place in our lives as well.
Yeah, that is true. And we'll talk about this in more detail as well. I'll just help you understand the format of our podcast. हमारे main segments होते हैं introduction है, and then past, present and future. Introduction obviously, it's आप हमें अपने बारे में बताएं. What we want to know in your introduction is who is Sara as a person? How did she get to this point and what inspired her to get to this point?
Okay, so I had a normal childhood like all other kids. I was born and raised in Islamabad. Both my parents were scientists, so we had this kind of an environment at home, and we were always encouraged to um, do, like scientific projects, and there was this environment. We were encouraged to take our studies seriously, helped by our parents. मतलब हमारे उसमें कोई ऐसा ट्यूशन का रवाज नहीं होता था. अगर कुछ चीज़ नहीं समझ आई तो either it's अम्मी और अब्बू who would explain it and help it out, whatever it would be. And other than that, they would also involve us in philanthropic activities.
Yeah.
क्योंकि उस ज़माने में when we were growing up, इस्लामाबाद के इर्द-गिर्द बहुत से slum areas होते थे. तो our parents would take us there and get us involved, and I think that was also a very good, a good part of our upbringing to see the realities of life and the depth and breadth of it.
Acha, moving on to our first segment, which is called the past. इसमें, we would like to understand कि जब आप छोटी थी, when you were 19, 20 years old, what did technology look like back then? And what the kind of things that were available to you? And what were the things that weren't available that, जो आज देखती हैं तो you're like, wow, this really could have helped me back then?
I think technology, I would say that maybe when I was much younger than 1920, not even in my teens as yet. So that was the first time my father brought a computer home. In fact, I had seen like a computer, itne size ka, like a pocket computer, when I was maybe 10, 9, 10.
Wow.
and
Okay.
and at that time, obviously he got it from abroad, and computers were not compatible. Like one computer, you could only use that or code on that, and get the output or results, but it's not that any code you do on this would work on another one. So, and then there was another desktop that my mother was doing. She was doing her PhD in computational chemistry.
Wow.
So she would do her codes, and she would run simulations and then leave it to process for 10 hours and turn the screen off, and then she would check her results. So we had like a very early exposure, and the language at that time was basic. There was no C or Python or anything like that. It was basic language, which is maybe the mother of these codes as well. So we learned that. I learned that from my mother, just just casually, not that I have to learn it, but while
Because it
playing,
was
and just
available
it was
घर पे
available.
तो
Like
yeah.
घर पे चल रहा है, everybody's doing it, तो खेल खेल में, like that. So I think that way we had this unusual exposure to technology.
And is there a major difference when it comes to education जब आप अपना undergrad करी थी उस time में and maybe अब जो बच्चे undergrad करने जाते हैं, do you think in our country especially tech इतना evolve हो चुका हुआ है कि maybe the education system also had to adapt to it, या फिर we've not really made big changes since then?
No, I think it has to some extent affected the academic rigor.
Okay.
Yeah, and also the way we use our mind to process. I mean, well, even before us, there was a time when there were no calculators, and mental maths was, people were very good at it. Then obviously the calculators came, and then even इससे आगे की चीज़ें हैं, like simulations and everything. So what students usually lack is like a foundation. मतलब that's in my field, that's what I feel, because हम वो कहते हैं ना, एक चीज़ है कि you put some parameters in a code or in a simulating environment, it gives you a result.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going on at the back end, and whether you are simulating that reality properly or not. So जो एक famous jargon है GIGO जिसको कहते हैं, garbage in garbage out. So that's what is happening a lot with new students now, um, because even for simulating something, or you exactly need to understand the algorithm that goes behind it, whether you are creating that, simulating that reality or not, because it's based on a lot of, it's based on your assumptions, how, or I would say your perception, how you perceive something, and you give the boundary conditions of that environment. Then it's also, so it's like a triangle. Then it's the algorithm that's being used, whether that fits into your problem case or not. And then the third thing is whether the assumption for a certain environment or a material is matches with the database in the system.
So if I understand correctly, what you mean is कि before we jump on to using the calculator, हमें खुद भी थोड़ी सी
थोड़ी सी
math
आनी
करनी
चाहिए,
चाहिए
हाँ,
so that we can understand कि process कैसे चलता है
कैसे
कैसे
चल
नहीं.
रहा है। बिल्कुल बिल्कुल एग्जैक्ट, आपने उसको सिंपल वर्ड्स में ही कहा है कि एटलीस्ट हमें आना तो चाहिए.
Before we rely on
Yeah,
technology
because
doing
even
it
if we are
for us,
doing
right?
it 2 into 25, we should know how we multiply it, either by hand or in our mind.
So moving on to our first gaming segment, it's called Rapid Fire. इसमें the expectation is जहाँ आपसे सवाल पूछेंगे आपने जल्दी जल्दी जवाब देना है, ठीक है? Are you ready?
Okay.
अच्छा, what's the most unusual job you've ever had in your life?
unusual job
जॉब,
or
यस,
activity?
जॉब जिसमें आपको पैसे कमाने हो, लेकिन
Mm, I think ये जो मैं अभी कर रही हूँ
दैट्स द मोस्ट
इसी में
अनयूजुअल.
it is because इसमें पैसे कमाने बहुत मुश्किल है. It takes a lot of investment in terms of equipment and
या
infrastructure.
या हार्ड टू
You need a
सर्वाइव इन दिस
lot of
इंडस्ट्री.
money to make a lot of money.
या
That's how I would put it.
ओके. So most interesting thing you have learned in your industry.
Okay, I've learned that um, some systems work perfectly on their own, but the integration of two systems or more than two systems is the most challenging thing. Like our one mechanical engine would work perfectly, a circuit would work perfectly on a table, but when
हाँ.
you integrate both,
Yeah.
and then it's the environment is different, and then that kind of I mean, even like a plane and an engine is very different. Like you can make a plane, you can make an engine, but putting them to integrating them and making it fly is the most challenging task.
I'm sure it is.
That's about my industry.
I'm sure it is. So most difficult decision you have ever made in your career? Do you ever had to like maybe let go of an investment opportunity or fire someone or something like that?
Okay. Yeah, I remember now. I was offered the position in the interim government
Okay.
for a Minister of Science and Technology.
And you refused.
I refused.
Why?
I think it would have affected my work, and it was a short-term position, but it would have, I don't know, I thought that it would negatively um, affect what I'm doing now.
Wow, 10 by 10 on your commitment to your company. So your favorite Pakistani tech startup?
I don't have a favorite Pakistani tech startup, but I have a global favorite tech
Okay.
startup. That's called Boom Supersonic. They are making supersonic aeroplanes for, for fast flying for the world, and it's been done by a startup and
Commercially as well?
commercially. Yeah, they're
Oh,
making a
wow.
commercial plane, and I've invented an engine for them. Well,
Oh,
not
that's
for
so
them,
cool.
but for a supersonic plane. If they want to buy it, they're
Oh,
more than
that's so
welcome
cool.
to.
Wow.
Yeah.
So your favorite productivity hack?
Okay, I think it's time management and writing, making a to-do list and
Yeah,
making a
yes.
schedule.
Yeah.
I usually have, I have a year planned in long term, then I have a short term, a
Wow.
month's plan, and then I have to the minute plan for the next week.
So वैसे तो आप जहाज से related काम करती है, but do you think we will have flying cars soon?
It's possible, yeah. There's a
Should we
lot being
expect it in
done.
like in the next 5-10 years?
You depends if you want to call them flying cars. It's just maybe they are just helicopters, because one of the things is that uh, in the current aircraft design or a fixed wing aircraft design, you need a long runway to take off. So that kind, and then you do better designs to make it shorter and shorter, which is called stall or short takeoff landing, and then you need a runway to land. But like rotorcraft helicopters, they can just go up, come down. The only challenge with helicopters is it's a very complex machine, and it is very, very expensive to maintain. Even in terms of design, like a fixed wing aircraft, जब हम पढ़ते हैं तो rotorcraft बहुत मुश्किल है. It's
Okay.
uski dynamics and everything. Fewer people go into research on that compared to, and then they are very expensive. Maintenance is very costly. Life is short. So that's the current scenario. But with so many technologies, people are doing some cutting edge research, and things are, with new materials, new battery technology, and things. It's I think it's very possible.
There's something you regret about your career.
Something I regret.
Hmm.
Yeah, regret. I think I could have done a lot more. I founded my company in 2018, and it's been 6 years. I've been, because I did not have enough resource. I pitched for $1 million to start with. I just got 200,000, and with this kind of work and the kind of technology, the kind of infrastructure, so if I could have gotten that money, I could have maybe set up a much bigger, much more high tech infrastructure with a lot more human resource, and started from that end, and I could have been way ahead of where I am now. So I think that in some ways, these precious years of my life, which are full of energy and motivation, and there's some zeal to do something, have been underutilized. So that's something I regret.
I mean, आपके point of view से yes, but for people like us, we're just glad that someone like you decided to do something like this. वरना तो it's not
लेकिन
common in our country for
वो
someone to
आपकी
take
बात
on such a
ठीक है, लेकिन
challenging
इससे
industry.
बहुत मैं आई थिंक फॉर globally also, for my international invention for bigger engines and what I'm doing for Pakistan, I could have done a lot more if I was given the right support and the right kind of funds. And then I had to waste a lot of my time just to generate funds or to
Yeah,
pitch for funds.
it's not easy.
I should have been more focused on the development side of doing what I'm doing best.
You did well on the game, so full marks on that.
Acha.
Now we're moving on to the next segment. It's called the present. It's maybe we would like you to highlight your 2, 3 major initiatives that you feel like is your way of giving back to the community. चाहे वो आपकी field में या just as a person.
Giving back to the community, I think यही होता है कि you give it back in your best capacity. I think मुझे जो खुशी होती है when a lot of students they message me and they say कि मैंने आपकी वजह से aerospace लिया है, मैं आपकी वजह से पढ़ रहा हूँ, तो
Yeah.
that's very heartwarming. And other than that, just this perception that something like this cannot be done in Pakistan. Pakistan doesn't have the capability. So just breaking that stereotype by doing it. I think that's also one way of giving back to the community and giving hope to any future generations to work in Pakistan in this field, or even जो अभी कर रहे हैं मेरे साथ जिन लोगों ने, चाहे वो थोड़े ही हैं, but जिसने भी काम किया है, and with me or my father, they've really progressed in their personal and professional growth.
I think सबसे ज़्यादा बड़ी चीज़ होती भी यही है. You prepare the future generation
Yeah.
for what's coming, and that is how real change happens. आप अकेले तो एक चीज़ कर रहे होते हैं, but if you can inspire people around you, then the change can be more meaningful and
Yeah.
long lasting.
Because that's what my PhD professor also said, that you don't pay back because I said that he had done so much for me, and I said how could I repay, and he said you always repay the next generation. You don't repay the generation that has done something for you. So I think we have to do. I also feel that my parents have done a lot for me, and I feel that I don't have that capacity to do that for my daughter, but I will try. कि जितना उन्होंने हमारे लिए किया है, हम उतना अपनी अगली जनरेशन के लिए, अपने बच्चों के लिए कर सकें.
अच्छा, अब क्योंकि हम प्रेजेंट की बात कर रहे हैं, आई कांट हेल्प बट आस्क यू अबाउट द प्रेजेंट सिचुएशन इन आवर कंट्री, राइट? फॉर पर्सन लाइक मी जिसको एविएशन का इतना नहीं पता, व्हेन समवन टॉक्स अबाउट एविएशन द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट कम्स इनटू माय माइंड इज पीआईए एंड द स्टेट ऑफ इट. इट इज टेरेबल. हर कुछ अरसे बाद वी हेयर समथिंग कि ले ऑफ्स हो गए हैं, या कोई मसला हो गया है, कोई जहाज़ उन्होंने बेच दिए हैं, ख़राब हो गए हैं, और या कंपनी बिक रही है, प्राइवेटाइज कर रहे हैं उसको. What do you think is happening in that sector, and why are we suffering so much? Because apparently हमने Emirates सेट की थी, और आप उनको देखें और हमें देखें.
अच्छा, देखिए, ये एक मल्टी फैसेटेड प्रॉब्लम है, इसकी बहुत लेयर्स हैं. सबसे पहले तो मैं ये कहूँगी कि कुछ इंडस्ट्रीज़ ऐसी होती हैं जिसमें जो रिजल्ट्स हैं ना, दे आर इंस्टेंट, यू कांट हाइड इट. ठीक है, तो वो जो भी आप परफॉर्मेंस लेवल है ना वो एकदम सामने आ जाता है। अगर आपका जहाज़ ठीक नहीं होगा वो क्रैश कर जाएगा,
Yeah.
ठीक है। सो this is what is happening with PIA. Whatever the standard is, whatever the level, it's the same with cricket.
Hmm.
It's the same with sports. अगर आपका सिस्टम ख़राब है, फ्लॉड है, आपने मेरिट पे लोग नहीं रखे हुए, मेरिट पे एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन नहीं है, स्टैंडर्ड्स मेंटेन नहीं कर रहे, क्वालिटी मेंटेन नहीं कर रहे, तो गेम के अंदर इट सामने आ जाता है। पीआईए का भी है, जहाज़ ने उड़ना है और उसने, अब बहुत से बाकी शोबे ऐसे हैं कि अंदर जो कुछ भी हो रहा है इट्स स्टिल हिडन,
Yeah.
it's not giving you some radical output or outcome. I mean, some other industry, wo jaise bhi kariye, they are doing good, they are doing bad. So inherently, I think it's the system in the country,
Hmm.
the management, वो the policies जो भी है ना, वो जो उसकी शॉर्ट कमिंग्स हैं, जो कुछ भी है, सबसे that's the same with PIA, that's the same with cricket और स्पोर्ट्स। और सिर्फ फ़र्क सिर्फ इतना है कि इधर आपको रिज़ल्ट सामने एकदम से नज़र आ जाते हैं, वो छुपा नहीं सकते,
Yeah.
और बाकी जगहों पे वो छुपा लेते हैं। तो ये तो पूरा हमारा मुल्क इसी तरह चल रहा है। दैट्स वन थिंग। दूसरी बात ये होती है कि आपने कभी भी किसी चीज़ को बेहतर करना है तो पहले तो आपकी इंटेंशन हो ना कि आपने उसको करना है।
Hmm.
जब नियतें ही नहीं है कुछ करने की, और तो फिर आगे की तो बात की है ना कि क्यों नहीं हो रहा, तो दैट इज़ द नेक्स्ट लेवल। फर्स्ट यू नीड टू make an intention, and this is I've seen this for myself also. Even you like in this modern era, in the industry they say ke, the big will not eat the small, the fast will eat the slow. So it's not that you're big or small or whatever. You need to have an initiative, you need to have an intention that we want to do this, and this has to be done. So unfortunately on the macro level this is not the intention. तो जो पहले तो intention नहीं है, that's one thing. Number two, you need industry experts. It's जो aviation industry है ना, it's a very, number one, it's a very specialized industry. You need aviation specialist to understand. It's not regular marketing कि मैंने ये साबुन बेचना है या वो बेचना है या शैम्पू बेचना है। एयरलाइन ऑपरेशंस बहुत कॉम्प्लेक्स है, और बहुत you need specialized knowledge of the industry, and it's very cutthroat also. There's a lot of competition. It's not an easy industry to operate in, it's not an easy industry to compete in. It's very very cutthroat. तो जब इतनी मुश्किल इंडस्ट्री है और इतनी कट थ्रोट भी इंडस्ट्री है और उसमें आपके पास स्पेशलिस्ट ही नहीं है,
हाँ.
आप समझते हैं कि एनीबडी कैन
Come in,
run
yeah.
come in and run the business. It's not like that. It's not the consumer industry. It's not Air Force. Because we, like my father used to say कि airline or Air Force में there's only one common factor, that is the air. Even the aircraft is different. So aviation is more close to the hospitality industry in that way. That's it. Uska ek wo aspect hai, hospitality management. That's one thing. Then there's airport management. There's airport planning. There's the airline management, and then there is the technical aircraft maintenance and aircraft development or whatever. That is the technical part of it. So there are so many of these factors जो कि उसको बनाते हैं। तो अगर आप उन सारे सेक्टर्स के स्पेशलिस्ट नहीं रख रहे और एक रैंडम किसी को उठा के उसके ऊपर बिठा देते हैं, तो ऑब्वियसली थिंग्स आर नॉट गोइंग टू चेंज। सो ये तो एक करंट प्रॉब्लम है। नाउ अगर हम इंटेंट करते हैं, फिर पीआईए में एक और भी बात है, वो ये है कि ये तो हम पूरा एक सेगमेंट या एक पूरा प्रोग्राम पीआईए पे कर सकते हैं कि इट्स it's a national carrier. So national carriers are strategic also. They have their own jobs, like जो कि private lines नहीं करेंगी. Sometimes खुदा ना खास्ता they have to bring dead bodies back. Sometimes there is a strategic need somewhere, there is war, there's anything, they have to support the government. uh, so that way a national carrier is important. जो कहते हैं ना प्राइवेटाइज कर दो, तो वहाँ पे फिर ये एक क्वेश्चन मार्क आ जाता है कि हमारे तो कोई नेशनल कैरियर नहीं रहेगा. तो इन टाइम एंड व्हेन यू प्राइवेटाइज, a lot of people have their stakes, international bodies have their stakes. तो उस वक्त फिर क्या होगा अगर हमें ज़रूरत पड़ गई, तो what are they gonna do? So that's one question that they need to address, privatizing or not privatizing. The other thing that can be done if we need to start somewhere is to have a case study of the successful time of PIA. कि उस वक्त उसके, अब ये भी you need the specialist in the industry to do it, कि उस वक्त इकोनॉमिक फैक्टर्स क्या थे, इकोसिस्टम क्या था, गवर्नमेंट की पॉलिसीज़ क्या थी, PIA के अपने वो क्या थे, हाउ वाज इट मेकिंग सो मच प्रॉफिट एंड व्हाट इज़ रॉन्ग नाउ. या आपने एम्प्लॉयज़ बहुत ज़्यादा कर दिए हैं, या आपने राइट मैनेजमेंट नहीं रखी, या आपके गवर्नमेंट की पॉलिसीज़ बदल गई हैं, या दुनिया का ग्लोबल इकोनॉमिक सिनेरियो बदल गया है, या फ्यूल की प्राइसेस बहुत ज़्यादा हो गई हैं in comparison, in ratio. So then they need to come out on some conclusion that यहाँ पे मसला है. पहले तो मसला आइडेंटिफाई
Yeah.
करें, and then we can think कि how we can you know do it. And और ये होता है कि because it's like they have a lot of fixed assets, heavy assets, expensive aircraft, infrastructure. So it's not very easy to wind it up also. इस तरह की, मतलब एक जैसे सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनी होती है, it's just like based on a services company where it's more like a human resource. So you lay off and you shut down.
Yeah.
But
But then
इस
it's not
तरह में
easy.
it's like you have a fleet of um, 100 aircraft, and each aircraft is like 30 million US dollars. What do you do with them?
We wouldn't even want
And
them
then
to
they
shut
are
down. I mean,
not.
we just want them to improve
नहीं, नो,
because
बट मैं वो एक बात कर रही हूँ ना कि ना बंद करना आसान है, ना
हाँ, ना
चलाना
चलाना
आसान है.
आसान है.
तो ये तो एक स्टोरी है. मतलब I'm also not I'm an aerospace expert. I'm not an aviation expert, but from what I understand, this is what. But the condition is no different from other industries in the country, let me
हाँ, I
tell
think
you.
then at the core
It's
maybe the
more
problem is the same,
transparent.
right?
हाँ, and the problem is the same, but it's just more transparent.
Yeah, unfortunately. And like हम हर एपिसोड में जब भी कोई चीज़ डिस्कस करते हैं, आई थिंक किसी ना किसी तरीके से वी रीच द सेम कंक्लूजन कि इट्स द माइंडसेट. आप वही मीडियोकर टैलेंट को ऊपर लेके आते हैं और मेरिट नहीं एग्जिस्ट
Expert
करता.
I think not technology, not just PIA, but वैसे अगर मैं अपने मुल्क में भी देखूं तो ना टेक्नोलॉजी की वैल्यू है,
या
ना टेक्निकल स्पेशलिस्ट की कोई वैल्यू है.
हाँ.
हमारे मुल्क में बहुत बड़े बड़े साइंसदान हैं. I don't think anybody knows them, anybody values them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So how do you think Pakistan can leverage this digital transformation का जो एक एजेंडा उन्होंने भी लॉन्च किया, राइट, अपने एविएशन सेक्टर के अंदर भी, लाइक नॉट जस्ट लाइक पीआईए की अगर हम बात, इसके आगे भी ये पूरे सेक्टर को हम इम्प्रूव कैसे करें यूजिंग डिजिटल टेक्नोलॉजी?
So in terms of aerospace in particular, in our industry, what has helped is basically जो मैंने अभी बहुत डिटेल में simulations की बात की है, कि generally because हमारे यहाँ ये होता है कि हम जब भी कोई चीज़, like we have to prototype something, let's suppose I design an aeroplane. Now I have to build it and test it and fly it to see if it would work. So it's very expensive to build it, very very expensive. You need infrastructure, you need to invest in dies and molds and a lot of things, like even which is something that you do when you are doing mass production. If I want to make 100 planes, I would invest that much, because that infrastructure would be used to make 100 planes, and the cost, the unit economics would work out, but it would not work out for an R&D product. So in that case, and the first thing we do is that we simulate that design digitally, and we check if through simulation runs and calculations, we check if it would work. And agar wahin pe, if it is showing some kind of failure or unprecedented behavior, or something that needs to change, so we would change it there, and then we would re-simulate it. So this is called design optimization. So you do design optimization digitally. You don't, and once you are satisfied with that, then you start building it, and you just give, like, instead of building 10 prototypes to get to the final product, maybe you build one prototype, you fly it, and you finally achieve your desired outcome. So that way it has. So it has made it cheaper and quicker.
So as long as we're willing to integrate it into our processes, it is there to help us, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, good.
We do use it. We use it, and it helps.
अच्छा Sarah, moving on to another game segment. It's called Truth or Sing a Song. वैसे तो Truth and Dare होता है, but कैमरे पर कोई डेयर होता नहीं है, तो फिर हम कहते हैं आप गाना गाएंगे अगर आप हमारा सवाल का जवाब नहीं दे सकते हैं तो.
अच्छा.
Are you ready to play the game?
Okay, if I have to, I have to.
Have you ever lied on your resume?
No.
आपको जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ी होगी. You're so like इतने अच्छी डिग्रीज और उसके साथ तो. So who's your role model and why?
Role model in what?
In your career, in your life, somebody who inspires you to be the person that you are.
I mean, there are many people in this country who I truly appreciate. I cannot single out one person that I would say कि वो एक ऐसा बंदा है कि मैं उसको as a role model, but there are many people like Eidi, Abdul Salam, my father, my grandfather. So बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग हैं. But in women, you want to know some woman? Yeah, I would say that we have a very good example in Hazrat Khadija. She was a very mature woman. She was an entrepreneur, and I think her demeanor and the way, her contribution to Islam is very commendable. And I mean, I think that's a true embodiment of how a woman should be.
Nice. A secret talent that most people don't know.
Talents मेरे बहुत सारे हैं. मुझे
Wow,
शौक
okay.
भी बहुत सारे हैं. I like to bake. बचपन से मुझे शौक था. कुछ मुझे a bit of I won't say like I do doodle on papers, like a bit of sketching and performing arts, singing, but don't ask me to sing.
नहीं, अब
I
आपने
don't have
mention
a
किया सारा, you mentioned
singing
it, so-
talent, but it's like
But you like
I
to sing.
I like performing arts and all these things. I can appreciate, and poetry. I've written a bit of poetry as well.
So maybe like before we end the episode, you can either share something that you have written or you can sing a song for us.
ये तो बहुत मुश्किल काम
नहीं,
आपने
नहीं.
मुझे बता दिया है.
अच्छा, most daring thing you have done in your career.
Most daring is, I think, the stunt flying upside down. Yeah, I think that has been the most daring thing.
So what's the one thing you love and you hate about your job?
What I hate is, I think it's a very harsh environment. There are no air conditioners. So, because you have to be very hands-on, there are machines, they are radiating heat.
Very labor intensive job.
Labor, and if you are in a factory, it has high roofs. You can't heat it, you can't cool it. It's a tough environment. And sometimes that affects your focus also, especially when you have to sit down. Like sometimes if like I don't have an AC in my office because um, if I have an AC and I'm just cut off from the rest of the environment, then it's no use. I have to be interacting, and I have to get hands on at times and be with the machinist and supervise all the physical activities that are happening. So there's no point. But then when I have to sit and do some design work, then oh, obviously
Yeah,
it's
it's a tough.
tough.
It sounds
It's
very tough.
very tough. And also when we fired the engine, there's fire coming out.
Yeah, it must
So
be
it's
so hot.
like a safety hazard also.
What's your favorite movie? Is it Top Gun because you like planes?
हाँ top अभी well Maverick, Top Gun
हाँ.
Maverick. When I watched Top Gun, I was very young. तो उस वक्त मुझे उस तरह समझ नहीं आती थी the way I understand it now. So that's
But now you like it obviously for
I
different
like
reasons
it.
as well.
Yeah, I like it.
Common misconception people have about your field.
जी, फ़ील्ड का तो पहले तो ये है कि लोगों को इतना पता ही नहीं होता। उनका ख़्याल होता है कि एयरोस्पेस का मतलब है बस के पीआईए के जहाज़ उड़े हैं
हाँ.
या कुछ एयरफोर्स कुछ थोड़ा बहुत बना रही है जैसे
Yeah.
थिंग्स डिफेंस एंड वेपन्स। सो एविएशन का बहुत कम लोगों को पता है। And then the way nobody knows about jet engines and the harmful emissions from jet engines, and nobody knows contrails, this white smoke that comes out of aircraft. So you really have to explain it to people that this is actually pollution. This is putting in a lot of greenhouse gas into our environment. This is causing global warming. This is causing climate change. We are all, victims of climate change. And, we face it. We face floods and earthquakes and forest fires. And the whole world is, facing these um, changing weather patterns, but people don't know that it's not just what's going on the ground, but also the kind of heat that we are releasing in the air through aeroplanes is causing it because it's hidden.
Interesting. अच्छा, you passed the game. लेकिन आपने क्योंकि अपने आप को खुद expose कर दिया कि you like singing and you can do poetry, so we'll get to it in the end. So now we'll move on to our final segment, which is called the future. इसके अंदर I want you to help the younger audience जो हमारा show देखते हैं कि understand ऐसी क्या चीज़ें हैं जो वो कर सकते हैं if they want to do a positive contribution towards this country.
First of all, I think we need to take pride in our identity. ठीक है सबसे पहले तो यहाँ से बात शुरू होती है। आपको कॉन्फिडेंस होना चाहिए in your identity and in your identity as a Pakistani. And so अगर आप पाकिस्तान के लिए ही apologetic हैं और शर्मिंदा हैं दुनिया से, तो फिर तो हम we can't start. ठीक है? So I think that's the first thing.
अच्छा सारा, हमारा एक ट्रेडिशन है जिसमें जो भी हमारा गेस्ट आता है पहले तो वो पिछले गेस्ट का एक क्वेश्चन जो उन्होंने छोड़ा होता है उसको आंसर करते हैं एंड देन दे लीव अ क्वेश्चन फॉर द नेक्स्ट गेस्ट. वी डोंट
Okay.
नो हु द नेक्स्ट गेस्ट इज गोइंग टू बी, सो इट हैज टू बी अ रैंडम क्वेश्चन. बट बिफोर यू लीव योर क्वेश्चन, हमारी जो लास्ट गेस्ट थी उन्होंने एक बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग सवाल किया एंड शी वाज द फर्स्ट फीमेल गेस्ट आल्सो, राइट? एंड इट्स सो इंटरेस्टिंग कि अब सेकंड आप भी एक फीमेल गेस्ट हैं तो यू विल, I think you'll have a good approach to this. She said कि there's a lot of talent in the female segment of our country, but for some reason, one reason or another, चाहे वो घर के मसले होते हैं या because they get married or because they have children, then that talented portion of the population has to leave the workforce. How do we make sure that there is a way back for them so that they can come back, integrate into the society and continue providing their best effort? Because उनके बगैर तो हम progress नहीं कर सकते हैं. We can't be missing out on that talented portion, right? But how do we make it easy for them to come back into the society and integrate into the workforce?
Okay, I think it's उसमें दो चीज़ें हैं। एक तो ये है कि we can have returnship programs to make them up to date. कुछ companies ने शुरू भी किया, but it's very limited. It's a new concept. So like we have entrepreneurship, we should also have returnship. And it could be for anybody, not just women. More for women there is a phase in their life when they're raising their children or getting, I mean, they need a break. I also went through this phase, but fortunately for me, I was studying. So, like when my daughter was younger, I could still manage. It was difficult, but I could manage to study and do my research and look after her. But I wouldn't have been able to do a 9 to 5 job. So that's one thing. The other thing is that we need to accept children with women, because जब ये होता है ना कि इधर बच्चे नहीं आ सकते, उधर बच्चे नहीं आ सकते, मतलब वो हमारा एक सिस्टम ऐसा बना हुआ है, तो then it gets very difficult for women. Sometimes it gets impossible. Even now, like my husband is supportive, my daughter has grown up, but there were times I couldn't leave her. I had to take her to meetings, I had to take her everywhere. So that's also a very major factor.
People should have more empathy and
Empathy
understanding.
है, और फिर also for the sometimes for the safety of our kids, we don't feel comfortable leaving them behind.
Yeah.
So then women should not be subjected to making these harsh choices.
Acha, what would be your question for our future guest?
I think my question would be that how can we, because this is the age of technology and this digital era and age of deep tech. So how can we, you know, on a policy level, on a government level, on a macro level, how can we incorporate that into our system to, boost our economy, to boost Pakistan's economy?
To incorporate digitalization?
Digital, not just digitalization. I think the deep tech industry, science, engineering, technology,
It currently is not
digitization.
reflected in our policies
No,
well, right?
it's not reflected even to the extent ke I think there's only one. There was a time कि साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी और आईटी की मिनिस्ट्री भी अलहदा नहीं थी. हालांकि मतलब आईटी इतनी डाइवर्स है और इट्स लाइक एट द मोमेंट इट्स अ बैकबोन ऑफ आवर कंट्री. और मेरा ये भी सवाल होगा कि हमने अभी अपनी सारी जो एक्सपोर्ट्स हैं या जो रेवेन्यू है या जो इंडस्ट्री दैट वी आर एक्सपोर्टिंग इज जस्ट digital industry and just IT.
What about the
Why?
rest?
Yeah, why not the entire spectrum of technology? How can we bring that into this loop? Like there's biotech, there's aerospace, there is the the genetics. There is so much. There's so much metallurgy, engineering, and they are all value added industries जो कि they bring great value addition and great revenue. And because हम एक industry पे focused हैं, तो हम बाकी
Missing out on
चीज़ें,
so many
no,
things.
we are not even just missing out, we are importing the rest, and we are losing so much of our money there. And economy downward है because we are like a consumer economy. We import cars, we
We
can
import
make
everything
cars,
actually.
we import
ये
planes,
तो
we
कोविड के
import
टाइम पे हमें
phones.
अंदाजा हुआ कि
हम तो फोन भी नहीं बना
हाँ
रहे,
कुछ भी नहीं बनाते
we
हम.
don't make computers. तो ये सारी चीजें, इनको हार्डवेयर साइड को भी तो देखें ना, जस्ट द सॉफ्टवेयर आईटी. आई मीन इफ यू वांट टू नैरो इट डाउन, so why just the software industry, why not the hardware industry?
Valid
आपके पास
question.
सारे मिनरल्स हैं हमारे मुल्क में. What you need to
Yeah,
make
yeah.
these batteries and semiconductors and all. I mean, we have a lot of resource.
We just don't
We can
utilize it.
start
वही
somewhere.
same world problem. We just don't know how to utilize it.
Yeah.
अच्छा, now we have to obviously move towards the conclusion, but we have another tradition जिसमें जो भी हमारा guest आता है, they announce a giveaway for our audience, जो कि फिर वो एक social competition के through जीत सकते हैं. So, what would be something
I
that you would like
would
to give away?
I would give away a book, and I think I won't specify the book now because I would see who wins. और
Okay.
उनके
Let's
वो
give a
मैं
custom gift.
custom gift.
Nice. Nice. Interesting. This, I think, is going to be the most interesting giveaway we've done. Achha, Sarah, so we have to obviously conclude, but because you mentioned your love for performing arts, singing, and poetry, वगैरह, so we would like you to, share something with us before we can, end the episode.
Okay, so this is just a verse by Allama Iqbal. Um, he was a great philosopher, and if I think if I ever had time, I would have loved to do a course on his, इकबालियात पे जैसे होता है उनकी सारी जो philosophy है और उनका सारा जो poetry है. But there's one verse which I think is very apt for the younger generation as well. So I would, and I've kind of followed it also.
Okay.
So that's तू बचा बचा कर न रख इसे, तेरा आईना है वो आईना, शिकस्ता हो तो अजीज तर है निगाहे आईना साज में. तो इसका मतलब ये है कि आप अपना जो दिल है उसको बचा बचा के ना रखें, क्योंकि अगर वो टूट जाए तो वो बनाने वाले को ज़्यादा प्यारा है. यानी एक टूटा हुआ दिल अल्लाह की नज़र में ज़्यादा खूबसूरत है. और इसका मतलब ये होता है कि हम जो डरते हैं ना इनिशिएटिव लेने से, वी फियर फेलियर, वी फियर डिफीट, वी फियर कि नहीं हम ये करेंगे और कुछ होगा, और वी वुड बी डिमोटिवेटेड और डिमोरलाइज्ड और disappointed. तो he's saying कि don't fear that. ठीक है. So what Allah loves is your effort, your intention, and your initiative. Success and defeat is not the criteria. What he will judge you on is your effort. कि आपकी नीयत क्या थी और आपने कोशिश कितनी की. So I think it's a beautiful verse.
It's a very sweet message
Yeah,
also. Thank you so much, Sarah, for taking out the time and joining
most
us for this
welcome.
conversation. I'm sure, a lot of the kids who are watching this learned a lot of things, and you helped you helped us understand a lot of things in the aerospace industry जो कि हमें नहीं पता थी. I am sure I represent a lot of these people from the audience कि हमारे लिए, like you said, PIA and a few planes flying here and there is it. That is what we think aviation is. So thank you so much for sharing that knowledge and sharing your experience, and we're grateful. So that was it for the episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.